हेलो गाइस, दिस इज सिग्मा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एक्सीलेंस और आज हम करने वाले हैं बीए का गाला पेपर 2 सेक्शन डी और ई। हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में किया था सेक्शन ए बी सी और आज हम डी और ई करेंगे, तो सेक्शन डी से चालू करते हैं। सो सेक्शन डी का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारा, स्टेट द फंक्शन ऑफ फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट। फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के फंक्शंस। The function of financial management can be described as under: to estimate financial needs, to make financial plans for the viewpoint of the time duration. थर्ड हमारा नीचे है to decide about capital structure and select financial sources for acquisition of capital. फोर्थ है to carry out procedure for procurement of fund. फिफ्थ है to see that acquired funds are properly utilized and arrange for control over financial activities. सिक्स्थ है to form financial policy. अब सेकेंड क्वेश्चन है हमारा, एक्सप्लेन मैनेजमेंट एज अ प्रोफेशन। मैनेजमेंट एज अ प्रोफेशन, ये रहा। प्रोफेशन मीन्स सच एन एक्टिविटी वेर इन स्पेशलाइज नॉलेज इज ऑब्टेन्ड एंड द बेनिफिट ऑफ सच नॉलेज इज प्रोवाइडेड टू द सोसाइटी बाय चार्जिंग फीस। सेकेंड पॉइंट है, द पर्सन एक्सेप्टिंग प्रोफेशन शुड हैव गेन्ड प्रोफेशनल ट्रेनिंग एंड एक्सपीरियंस. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, chartered accountants, etc. are professionals. Characteristics of profession. Below mentioned characteristics are seen in profession. First, a requirement of specialized knowledge. The specialized knowledge is necessary as per the profession. For example, for doctors profession, MBBS, MD or MS degree is required. For the profession of advocate, degree of LLB or LLM is required to be obtained. In management also, for obtaining specialized knowledge, BBA or MBA degree is required to be obtained. Second point है, increase in knowledge and research. In management also, because of experience and training, there is increase in knowledge and research, very similar to other professions. Third है हमारा professional association. In the field of every profession there are professional associations. Similarly, in management there are associations. These associations do the function of providing education and training. In India, the institute providing management education is IIM, Indian Institute of Management. ये IIM का फुल फॉर्म आ सकता है वन सेंटेंस में और MCQ में भी. It is active both at national as well as international level. It is also trying to develop management profession. Implementation of code of conduct. All the professional associations frame code of conduct for its members. Each member has to follow the code of conduct compulsorily. Fifth है moral responsibility. In each profession, moral responsibility is considered to be important factor. हमारा क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो गया है. थर्ड क्वेश्चन पे आएंगे. डिस्कस अबाउट पीटर एफ ड्रकर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन इन मैनेजमेंट फील्ड. जी रहा. Peter F. Drucker, 1909 to 2005, was very popular management expert, writer, thinker, and educationalist. The need arose for development of new methods for management because of change in business format caused by globalization. Peter F. Drucker advocate for giving special importance to human wealth in business unit. The management by objective and principle of self-regulation can be considered as the main contribution of Peter F. Drucker. About management by objective, he opines that for the achievement of objective, there should be harmony of objective among employees and the managers. For the business units having various form, management by objective is very effective. Peter F. Drucker's important contribution is for human relation management, marketing management and stress management. Hence he is called the father of modern management. अब दूसरा क्वेश्चन है हमारा, फोर्थ वन. State any 6 points showing the importance of planning. Okay. Discuss the importance of planning. The points showing importance of planning are as under. First है, all the activities of the business unit are done in organized manner because of planning. The economy becomes possible by preventing wastage of resources with the help of planning. Planning reduces uncertainty. Planning increases accuracy. Planning is useful for the achievement of objective. Because of planning, other managerial functions become easy. Employees cooperation can be obtained because of planning. The effective control becomes possible. Coordination can be achieved between various activities through planning. अब हमारा 5th क्वेश्चन, explain the meaning of formation of linear organization. Linear organization, ये ना फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लीनियर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. इसमें हमारा चार्ट भी है, तो चार्ट शायद थोड़ा ऐसे हो गया है, तो आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेना इसका और रोटेट कर देना फिर. In this type of organization, the entire unit is divided into various departments. For each department, separate department head is appointed. This departmental head is responsible to his superior for all the functions relating to his department. The departmental head is delegated with all the relevant authority and responsibility for his department. The organization is formed not as per function but as per the डिपार्टमेंट, हैंस इट इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज डिपार्टमेंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अब इसका चार्ट है ये, मैं समझाऊंगी नहीं गाइस, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. ओके, हो गया. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, एक्सप्लेन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन. डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन, ये रहा. The importance of decentralization is clarified with the below mentioned matters. Quick decisions in, first point है quick decisions in decentralization. The person connected to particular work or activity has right to take independent decision about respective work or activity. Thus, level where work is to be undertaken, the decisions are taken and its implementation starts. Thus, decisions are taken quickly and effectively. Second है less workload on top level. Most of the policy decisions are taken at the top level. Because of decentralization, the authority is delegated to take certain decisions at the middle level or bottom level. Thus, workload of top level reduces. Third है increase in motivation. Because of decentralization, self-confidence and motivation increases. Through decentralization, top level gives independence to middle level and bottom level employees to take decisions relating to their work. When their decisions succeed, their self-confidence increases. They get an experience about under various situations how decisions are taken and how to counter the situation. Fourth है increase in managerial abilities. Due to decentralization, the employees of middle level and bottom level take decisions based on their authority and they accept the responsibility of its result. They are assigned with the power to take independent decisions about work they are assigned with. Thereby they develop skill to provide leadership to their subordinate. They develop an art of coordination among them. They develop ability to plan their work and skill to keep control. Thus, employees get chance to take decisions under various conditions and they get chance to show their managerial ability. Thus, through the process, future managers get ready. Fifth है effective control. Under decentralization, employees working at different levels get adequate authority. They get a right to take penal actions against their subordinates for their subordinates' mistakes. Because of that, effective control and monitoring can be maintained. Sixth है harmony is created. Under decentralization, by including employees working at different level into decisions taking process, there are given special importance. The officers and employees of each level, to say order issuing persons and subordinates, are involved among the discussion and through the same appropriate decisions are taken. During this process, each group comes into contact with other group. Hence, environment of cooperation develops within the business unit and finally harmony is created. अब हमारा दूसरा क्वेश्चन है स्टेट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिक्रूटमेंट एंड सिलेक्शन. दोनों में 3 पॉइंट्स लिखना है, तो इसका भी हमारे पास चार्ट है, इसका भी चार्ट है गाइज, ये भी इस तरह से है, तो आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो। अब इसमें मैं स्टेट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिक्रूटमेंट एंड सिलेक्शन। द पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंस इज बिटवीन रिक्रूटमेंट एंड सिलेक्शन आर एज अंडर। पहले तो मीनिंग है दोनों की। रिक्रूटमेंट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ लुकिंग फॉर प्रोबेबल एम्प्लॉयज एंड मेकिंग देम अप्लाई फॉर द जॉब। और सिलेक्शन में मीनिंग है सिलेक्शन इज सच अ प्रोसेस थ्रू विच अप्रोप्रिएट कैंडिडेट इज सिलेक्टेड आउट ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ कैंडिडेट्स हु हैव अप्लाइड फॉर द वर्क ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ऑब्जेक्टिव सेकेंड, द ऑब्जेक्टिव रिक्रूटमेंट का ऑब्जेक्टिव ये होता है कि द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ रिक्रूटमेंट इज टू एंकरेज मोर एंड मोर कैंडिडेट टू अप्लाई फॉर द वर्क टू बी एग्जीक्यूटेड बाय द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। और सिलेक्शन में है द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ सिलेक्शन इज टू सिलेक्ट द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट कैंडिडेट। नंबर्स, थर्ड है नंबर्स, देयर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन ओवर द नंबर्स ऑफ कैंडिडेट फॉर रिक्रूटमेंट। और सिलेक्शन में है इन सिलेक्शन इट इज ऑलवेज फॉर सर्टेन predetermined number of employees to be selected. फिर है hierarchy, the first phase of selection process is recruitment. Selection work is always done after recruitment. फिर है nature, recruitment is positive process, selection is negative process. अब the second question is mention the relation between planning and controlling. Okay, ये रहा। Planning and controlling are two important function of management. Planning और controlling दोनों ही चाहिए हमें, उसके बिना तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है। There are interrelated and interdependent functions. Wherever there is planning, controlling becomes essential. But wherever there is controlling, planning is present there prior to that. Thus both are interlinked. Out of both these functions, in the absence of one function, the other function becomes meaningless and incomplete. Future programs are formulated by planning. The plan is made about future, that what is to be done, where, when and how the same is to be done. It is function of controlling to see that whether the function is executed as per planning or not. If there is no planning, there is no function left for controlling. If planning is not made, the standards are not set. Hence, evaluation of work executed and controlling does not become possible. Thus, planning and controlling are closely connected to each other and are dependent on each other. Planning and controlling provides protection against changes. बस इतना ही है इसका, बहुत ही ईजी है, ईजी लैंग्वेज में आप लिख सकते हो, बस एक दो बार पढ़ने की ज़रूरत है। डिस्कस द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल। इसमें भी कोई भी 6 पॉइंट्स लिखना है। वर्किंग कैपिटल, ये रहा। द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल कैन बी डिस्क्राइब एज अंडर। फर्स्ट है शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल, वर्किंग इज अ शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल, इसमें क्या ही लिखना है। सेकेंड, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन करंट असेट्स। वर्किंग कैपिटल इंक्लूड्स करंट असेट्स लाइक डेप्टर्स, बिल, रिसीवेबल्स, short-term securities, etc. Liquidity. The basic feature of working capital is its liquidity. The assets in which working capital is employed can very easily be converted into cash. Less risk. Working capital is short-term, circulating and can be converted into cash easily. Hence, there is lower risk element. Changing form. The form is constantly changing of current assets. Whereas working capital is invested, for example raw material into semi-finished goods, semi-finished goods into finished goods, and finished goods into debtors after sale on credit and into cash if sale is on cash basis. Sixth है to pay day-to-day expenses. Working capital is required constantly to pay day-to-day expenses. No depreciation. Seventh है the working capital keeps on circulating in the business and its form is constantly changing, hence depreciation is not calculated on the same. Eighth है requirement according to type and form of business. The basis of requirement of working capital is on the nature and type of business, hence in each business its ratio is different. ये भी हो गया। अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लेट मी सी। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है गिव एक्सप्लेनेशन अबाउट ट्रेजरी बिल्स। ये रहा, इतना छोटा सा आंसर. Reserve Bank of India issues treasury bills on behalf of Government of India. Through treasury bills, the government procures borrowed fund for short term. In the entire world, treasury bill is important component for money market. The maturity date of treasury bills is 91 days, 182 days or 364 days. ये याद रखना guys, मे बी इन MCQ आ सकता है. As it is negotiable instrument, it can be transferred from one person to another person freely. Treasury bills is zero coupon bond because interest is not paid on the same. It is issued at the discount and redeemed at per. For example, 30,000 treasury bills is issued at 27, and after maturity period, the investor is paid face value. Thus, difference between the both becomes written on investor. Treasury bill is also known as T-bills. Next question. हमारा सेक्शन डी खत्म होने आया गाइस. Only 2 questions are left. Which activities are included in public relations? Okay. ये रहा. कितना आंसर है गाइस? बस इतना ही है. The main objective of public relation is to maintain and develop suitable relationship with all the co-partners and related classes of the business unit. Unit uses public relation to maintain its prestige. Public relation is a group of activities that are designed or presented in such a way that is creates and maintain good impression of the company towards different parties involved with it. Public relation includes the following activities. First, giving news about the company in the newspaper. Publishing. Second है publishing the speech of business head, director of the company. Third है planning activities like seminar, workshops, competitions or sports activities. Fourth है publishing newsletter of the company. Fifth है to execute public welfare activities and inform the society about the same. Sixth है planning social और cultural programs. हमारा next question है only one. State the positive effects of globalization. सिर्फ पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स बताने हैं. बहुत ही छोटा आंसर है. ये रहा. पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑन इंडियन इकोनॉमी. फर्स्ट है लार्ज स्केल प्रोडक्शन. सेकेंड इंक्रीज्ड कंपटीशन लीड्स टू ग्रेटर कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन. थर्ड है कंज्यूमर्स गेट इम्प्रोवाइज्ड technically upgraded product at an economical price. Fourth है consumers will be able to use quality products and service at a low price. Fifth है opportunities of employment generation. Sixth है speedier generation of infrastructure facility in the country. Seventh है increased importance of education has lead to increase in spread of education. Eighth है easier to set up new industries. Ninth है the whole world is becoming a global village. And 10th है freedom from bureaucracy and red tapeism. हमारा सेक्शन डी हो चुका है गाइज. अब हम आएंगे सेक्शन ई पे. तो इसका फर्स्ट है गिव द मीनिंग ऑफ मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट एंड एक्सप्लेन इट्स फंक्शंस इन ब्रीफ. ये रहा इसका आंसर. Marketing is a business activity in which the products or services are diverted from the producer to the consumer. अब है the various function of marketing. ये मीनिंग था गाइज और इसके फंक्शन है नीचे. The various function of marketing process are as under. First है market research, collection of product, transformation of raw material into consumable product, standardization and gradation, labeling of the product, price determination, packing the product, storage of products. ओ बाप कितना बड़ा है. ट्रांसपोर्ट सर्विस. और 10 है टेकिंग इंश्योरेबल ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, फाइनेंशियल अरेंजमेंट, एडवर्टाइजमेंट, सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम, सेलिंग एंड आफ्टर सेल्स सर्विसेज. बहुत बड़ा है गाइस ये क्वेश्चन, कोई बात नहीं. अब इसका फर्स्ट हम पढ़ेंगे. मार्केटिंग रिसर्च. द फर्स्ट एंड प्राइमरी फंक्शन ऑफ मार्केटिंग रिसर्च. In market research, information is collected about the consumers, their tastes and preferences. In modern times, in anticipation of future demand, the production is made on large scale, wherein there are certain risks involved. There are like whether sales will be made as anticipated, consumers will prefer the product or not, etc. To remove the risk, this risk, it is necessary to collect information about the consumers. Based on that, the assumption can be made about future matters. They get information about demand, price and competition, etc. matters. For this questionnaire method, sampling method, etc. various methods are used. Second है हमारा collection of product. The product being manufactured at various places are collected at one central place, which is called collection of product. अब है where manufacturers are scattered, the production of the product is seasonal. Products are produced on a small scale. After production of the product, some process is necessary to be made on the same. To meet with such requirements, product collection is required. Third है transformation of raw material into consumable products. In many products, to make the product further consumable, it is necessary to make certain processes on the product. Generally, these processes are made where the raw material is stored. By making products consumable, its market price increases. It is necessary to take care of that processing is made accordingly to the consumer's requirement. For example, refining of fruits, cleaning of cereals and pulses, etc. Fourth है standardization and gradation. The process which determines that how goods should be. Determining standards for the product is called standardization. The standards are for goods can be for its size, color, appearance, smell, taste, nutrition, etc. In many products, government standardization also becomes necessary. Standardization procedure is done with gradation. In gradation, the goods are classified into different grades based on its quality. Hence, price of the goods can be determined based on its grade, and appropriate price can be charged from the consumers. Because of standardization and classification of the goods, consumers' faith on the quality of product increases. The gradation of agriculture product is done in India by market department of government, and gradation is industrial product is done by Bureau of Indian Standards. Labeling of the products. Label put on the product is unique identity of the product. It differentiates the producer's product from that of competitor's product. Consumers identify the product based on this label and do not get cheated by fake products. Labeled products can be very easily advertised. The products can be with label give quality assurance of the product to the consumers. Many times producer gives name to his product, which is called brand. In brand, any name, symbol, number, name of the producer or a design, etc. can be used. 6 है price determination. अब price determination में क्या है? The producer obtains various estimates about various expenses like production cost, packing of the product, insurance, distribution, advertisement, etc. In this cost, by adding necessary profit amount, sell price is determined. At the level of predetermining price of the product, demand of the product and competitors' price is taken into consideration. Before packing, price determination is necessary because as per law it is mandatory to print price on the packing. अभी आंसर खत्म हो रहा है, नहीं खत्म तो नहीं हो रहा है, कितना है यहाँ तक है अभी तो. 7th है पैकिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. पैकिंग does not does the function of protecting the product, it also attracts the consumers. Many times method of how to use the product is shown on the packing. For each product packing is necessary. It can be said that packing is the clothing for the product. Packing makes the use of product easier. Product can be easily transferred with packing. Because of packing, quality and features of the product can be maintained. Consumer comes to know about the price of the product. For different types of goods, various types of packing are used. For example, paper, plastic, jar, tin boxes, ग्लास बॉटल्स और जार एक्सेट्रा. अब 8th पॉइंट है हमारा स्टोरेज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. इट इज़ नेसेसरी दैट प्रोडक्ट इज प्लेस्ड इन द मार्केट एज पर द नीड ऑफ कंज्यूमर्स. मैनी टाइम्स इट बिकम्स नेसेसरी दैट हार्मोनी इज केप्ट between demand and supply of the product. Production is always made on the basis of future demand expectations, hence storage of goods becomes necessary. In the function of storage of goods, the quality of goods has to be maintained. Because of storage of products, the transportation of products become easier to availability of the products can be maintained in the market. अब 9th है transport service. The different types of transport service are used for making available the stock of raw material regularly and to reach finished goods to consumers. Products are transported by roadways, railways, waterways and airways. For example, car manufacturing companies transport cars in containers. अब 10th है taking insurance of the product. In modern times, many types of risks arise while transporting the goods as well as at the time of storage of goods. They are like theft, fire, robbery, loss due to riots, sinking of the product into water, etc. Producers take insurance to get protection against this. By taking insurance of the product, producers or distributors get protection against likely loss. In modern time, producers or distributors take different types of insurance like fire insurance, property insurance, accident insurance, marine insurance, riot insurance, etc. अब 11th है हमारा financial arrangement. For all the activities of marketing management, working capital has to be arranged to satisfy this need. Prior planning has to be made. Marketing management has to plan for which marketing function, how much finance will be required, when the same will be required, etc. Many times for seasonal products in certain specific season, advertisement has to be made. For this, prior arrangement has to be made for the requirement of finance. Marketing manager principal duties are to create financial availability at the right time and execute advertisement campaign, distribution channels, branding of the product and market research, etc. and to synchronize all these activities. Advertisement 12th. The strategy of advertisement is made as per the estimate of the demand and availability of finance. The function of advertisement depends upon type of product, competitors, strategy for advertisement and effectiveness of respective media. Advertisement plays an important role in creating demand for the product. Hence, after giving advertisement, the consumers' attraction and demand for the product or services for which advertisement is increasing. Many times, local advertisement campaign proves to be more effective. 13 है sales and distribution system. It is necessary that product reaches consumer for producer at the reasonable price. For this, it is necessary that distributors are appointed. Many times, producer reduces his work load by assigning distribution of product function to one intermediate for a specific district or state. Sales and distribution system is arranged based on the type of product. If demand for the product is very high and continuous, all the alternatives of contribution are used. In the system of contribution through intermediates, it is necessary that products are made available timely to wholesaler and retailer. Certain time producer executes the function of sales from the place of production itself. अब 14 है, 2 ही पॉइंट बचे हैं. 14 है सेलिंग. Sales is an exchange process in marketing management. In the process, product is handed over to the consumer and the money that is price of the product is received by the seller. In selling function, the role of intermediates is important. The sales increases in direct proportion of aggressive approach adopted by the seller. Many times producer directly sell the product to consumer. The method of personal selling is the most effective method among all the methods. अब 15 है after sale services. Just by making a sale, the function of marketing process does not come to an end. For getting satisfied and permanent consumers, their complaints have to be attended. Defective products have to be replaced or accepted back. Repairing facilities has to be provided based on requirement. In certain product, at the residence of the consumer, it has to be demonstrated. It products like air conditioners, television, grinder, refrigerator, etc. Technical knowledge is necessary. Hence, after sale services have to be arranged for. Producer has to establish network for after sale services. हमारा क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे ख़त्म होता है गाइस. अब हम आएंगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे. बहुत लंबा क्वेश्चन था. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है एक्सप्लेन एनी 5 टाइप्स ऑफ प्लानिंग. ये रहा हमारा. फर्स्ट है स्टैंडिंग प्लान. स्टैंडिंग plans represent guideline for decisions in repetitive situation. Hence, standing plan can be used repeatedly when there is repetition of organizational activities and a standing policy are decided for prompt action. It is known as standing plan. Policies, methods and rules are decided for a long time period in planning process. It helps the subordinates to take prompt decision regarding the related methods. For example, procedure for delivery of goods as per the order of consumers or credit policy is decided beforehand on permanent basis. It helps with the it will help the employees to take promotion decisions. No employee will need the permission of superior regarding the same. अब सेकेंड है strategic plan. Business unit decides the objective according to their philosophy. It is to be decided through which philosophy the business unit will function throughout of the life. It is known as business objectives. For the accomplishment of objective, long term and short term strategies are decided. A business unit decides its plan after the consideration of its strength and drawbacks. Foresightness and experience are essential for these plans. Effects of strategic plans are seen in the long term. Consistent decisions are to be taken for these plans. It means scope of decision is important in this plan. अब थर्ड है tactical plan. For the accomplishment of business objectives, short term plans are prepared by middle level of management. It is known as tactical plan. These are plans which is usually span or year or less. These plans clarify short term objectives. Hence, business activities remain goal oriented and take place in systematic manner. It is concerned with what the departmental head employees must do. Specialized knowledge and skill are necessary for the formulation of these plans. फोर्थ है हमारा ऑपरेशनल प्लान्स. ऑपरेशनल प्लान्स आर specific result expected plans from the departments, work groups and individuals. Generally, these plans are for short duration as for 1 year. For example, monthly or quarterly production plans are made for achievement of objectives of annual production. These plans are made by departmental heads for the implementation of strategic plan. Implementation of this plan becomes easy if it is made after the necessary discussion with concerned employees, as these plans are related with routine work. Operational plan is almost similar to technical plan. अब है फिफ्थ, एक्चुअली इसमें ऑल ओवर सिक्स पॉइंट ही है तो हम 6 भी कर ही लेंगे. फिफ्थ है सिंगल यूज प्लान. A useful plan is prepared for achievement of special objectives. This plan is made for special activities. One-time plan is applied to those activities which do not recur. For example, for the activities like ship making, construction of house, packaging, printing, etc., this plan is important. Contingency plan, sixth है. Business unit has to coordinate with changing situations. Business environment is also keep on changing due to political, economical, social or natural factors. Due to these reasons, if changes are to be made in original plan or new plan is made, it is known as contingency plan. हमारा क्वेश्चन ख़त्म गाइस. अब हम थर्ड क्वेश्चन पे आएंगे. थर्ड क्वेश्चन है हमारा एक्सप्लेन द सिलेक्शन प्रोसीड्यूर इन शॉर्ट. अब इसमें शॉर्ट तो बोला है लेकिन डिटेल के हिसाब से तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा आपको. 1 सेंटेंस में तो लिख नहीं सकते. The process of selection can be described as under. First है welcoming and primary meeting. At the first stage, candidate is given welcome in the organization. Receptionist, after a primary inquiry, it finds suitable, sends the candidate to requirement officer. Requirement officer collects information through inquiry from the candidate about his knowledge, skill and working experience. In primary meeting, if candidate is found to be suitable, application form is given to him for filling. The intention behind is to stop improper candidate from applying since beginning. Thus, requirement officer's time is saved and work becomes simpler. अब second है receiving and screening of application. The recruitment officer collects information about candidates' educational qualification, experience, knowledge and skill through application form. With application, candidate attaches different documents about his qualification. There are like mark sheets, experience, certificates, etc. Duly filled application forms are screened. Application where incomplete or wrong information are found, they are rejected. Third है taking necessary test. Those candidates whose application forms are approved, their various tests are taken. Every business organization or institution takes test as per their norms. Through that, an attempt is made to know about candidate mental power, smartness, ability and interest. अब इसमें ना नेसेसरी टेस्ट में कुछ टेस्ट है जो यहाँ पे दिए हुए हैं. फर्स्ट है थ्रू IQ टेस्ट. कैंडिडेट्स इंटेलिजेंस, मेमोरी पावर, स्मार्टनेस, थिंकिंग पावर, डिसीजन पावर एक्सेट्रा कैन बी नोन. सेकेंड है थ्रू एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट. इट इज़ ट्राई टू नो दैट द वर्क फॉर विच कैंडिडेट इज सिलेक्टेड वेदर ही इज इंटरेस्टेड इन द सेम वर्क और नॉट. अब थर्ड है थ्रू ट्रेड टेस्ट. इट इज़ नोन दैट द work for which candidate is selected, how much ability he has for the said work. Fourth है through psychological test. Candidate's nature, approach, habit, honesty, self confidence etc. can be known. अब इसमें फोर्थ पॉइंट है पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. द कैंडिडेट विच आर प्रूव्ड टू बी सक्सेसफुल इन टेस्ट आर कॉल्ड फॉर पर्सनल इंटरव्यू. फॉर सिलेक्शन ऑफ द कैंडिडेट, सिलेक्शन कमिटी इज फॉर्म्ड. हेंस इवेल्यूशन बिकम्स बियास फ्री. बियास फ्री मतलब है ना, इसका मतलब होता है पार्शलिटी नहीं होती है, विदाउट पार्शलिटी. In committee, various experts, managers, representative, departmental head, personal department head, etc. are included. In personal interview, candidate is asked about the work related question. Care is taken to avoid change of subject. At this time, clarification can be made about terms and conditions of the job and remuneration offered. Fifth है checking references. The confidential information about the candidate is asked from the existing organization where he is working at present, and information also is called from past organizations where he had worked in past. The same is compared with the information given in the application form. Thus, correct position of candidate is can be known. The information collected about the candidate should be free from the bias, so as to take appropriate decision about candidate. बियास का मतलब होता है कि विदाउट एनी वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको पार्शलिटी और भेदभाव के बिना डिसीजन लेना किसी भी कैंडिडेट के लिए. जैसे उसको ऐसे किया तो मुझे ऐसे क्यों किया, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. ओवर एंड अबव दिस रेफरेंसेस इज टेकन ऑफ gentleman whose name is given by the candidate. It becomes helpful in selection process. Preliminary selection. If candidate is found suitable in personal interview and past reference matter, selection committee prepares list of candidates. In this list, number of candidates are kept more than the number required. Seventh है medical physical examination. The numbers of candidates are selected as per requirement and then they are sent to the doctor or hospital as selected by the organization for their physical examination. The objective behind this examination is to know about whether or candidate has some serious illness or not. The remaining candidates are included in waiting list. In future, whenever required from this waiting list, the selection is made in serial order. Eighth है appointment letter. After final selection, the candidate is issued with an appointment letter. It includes detail about the posting place, position of the candidate and his authority, duties and responsibility, and it also gives details about the salary receivable and knowledge about other economical and non-economical matters concerning the employees. अब ninth है induction into the organization and allotment of work. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर आने के बाद allotment of work. In modern organization, after giving appointment letter and before allocating work, the employee is introduced or organization's policy, its environment, superior of officials, colleagues and subordinates, then only work is allotted. ये क्वेश्चन हमारा ख़त्म होता है यहाँ पे. अब है नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इसमें 5 क्वेश्चन दिए हुए हैं, यानी 4 करने होते हैं, तो आपको जो भी अच्छा लगे आप कर सकते हो. एक्सप्लेन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डायरेक्शन. तो हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है अब इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ डायरेक्शन. In business organization, efficiency of employee is dependent upon direction. Objective of the organization can be achieved by motivating employees, supervising their functions, and by providing them proper guidance. Out of the various functions of process of management, the function of direction is very important. The importance of direction can be clarified from below mentioned matters. First, increase in efficiency. If proper direction is provided to employees working with the same organization about the matters of departmental functions, organization becomes efficient. Because of proper direction, employees become very clear about matters like their function, authority and responsibility. As a result, their efficiency increases. अब ये सेकेंड है असेसमेंट ऑफ एफिशिएंसी. गाइज आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. इतना कब से बोल रही हूँ मैं, थोड़ा मुझे भी आराम चाहिए. थर्ड है मोटिवेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज़. फोर्थ है इफेक्टिव प्लानिंग. देन फिफ्थ है इफेक्टिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. इन सब का आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, मैं रुकी हूँ। 6th है कोऑर्डिनेशन एंड कोऑपरेशन। 7th है फंक्शन ऑफ कंट्रोल। 8 है इंक्रीज इन एंथुजियाज्म और है 9th है फाइंडिंग आउट डेविएशन। और बस इतना ही है। अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं, इतना टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना। अब है स्टेट एनी 10 मेजर्स टू ओवरकम बैरियर्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन। 10 मेजर्स। ये भी छोटा ही है। Describe measures to overcome barriers of communication. The various measures to overcome the barriers of communication are as under. The communication mechanism should be arranged in such a manner suitable to organization structure so as to ensure that information transfer may not get higher. The information sender must give clear information so that the receiver may understand the same clearly. Third है the effectiveness of various medium of communication is different, hence appropriate medium should be selected for proper transmission of transformation. Fourth है communication is a two-way process, hence arrangement should be such that the flow of information goes ahead in the both direction easily. Fifth है there should be confidence and cooperation among both the parties of communication. To 6th है the information flow line should be short between the sender and receiver of the information. For example, points of communication, hence flow of information may not get stuck and there is no chance of flow of communication getting stopped. 7th है the communication arrangement should be speedy. 8th है the communication activity should be objective oriented. 9th है because of unwanted information flow the medium of communication gets overburdened. अब इसमें 11 पॉइंट है, आपको जो सही लगे आप लिख सकते हो। 10th है the arrangement of communication should be evaluated periodically, hence under changing circumstances communication means and arrangement can be changed. 11th है there should not be personal interest coming in way at the time of passing information. For example, information giver may hide certain information or may give incomplete information or may give violated information. अब हो गया हमारा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारा, अब ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा। अब हमारा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है explain the responsibility of consumers according to Consumer Protection Act. लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये रहा, तो इसका भी आपको स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो गाइस, इतना टाइम वेस्ट करने का कोई मतलब नहीं है। The consumers, while enjoying their rights, must certainly observe their responsibilities. Each consumer has to remain conscious at the time of purchase of products or services, at the time of use of the same, and they should be aware about their responsibility after use consumption of the product. As per Consumer Protection Act, the responsibility of consumers can be described as under. First है conscious use of rights, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो गाइस। Then second है beware of misleading advertisement, ये पूरा पॉइंट है इतना, आप ले सकते हो स्क्रीनशॉट। फिर थर्ड है केयर ड्यूरिंग परचेज। देन 4 है solicit for a bill. Whenever consumer buys any product or services, he should obtain proper bill for the product or services. Okay, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो। 5th हाई क्वालिटी। 6th है रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जेन्यून कंप्लेंट। देन 7th है स्प्रेड ऑफ कंज्यूमेरिज्म, आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो। एंड देन 8 है एनवायरमेंट प्रोटेक्शन। देन 9 है नो इन्वॉल्वमेंट इन अनएथिकल एक्टिविटी। बस इतना ही है गाइस। अब नेक्स्ट सेकंड वो दूसरा क्वेश्चन है। तो थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग सिग्मा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एक्सीलेंस। बाय बाय।